Hey, what's going on, everybody? TaylorMade Hoops coming to you live and direct once again with TaylorMade Hoops Coach's Corner. Today, I have a very, very special guest. I have Coach Emund Prichett. He's the head coach at Summit High School in Mansfield, Texas. Coach is in his seventh season as head coach at Summit High School. This past season, Coach had a great season. He led Summit to the Class 5A Division II state championship. But also, Coach has a lot of history getting down the state with Summit. He led Summit to the state semifinals in 2023, and he was this year. He was the TABC Coach of the Year. How you doing, Coach? Man, it's a pleasure.
I'm doing well, man. I appreciate you having me on to kind of share my story and talk about those Jaguars.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, Coach. Because hey, Coach, I'll be honest with you, Coach. Man, hey, you Coach, you got to play. You got to coach some ball and play some ball in that Mansfield district, Coach. Because man, you got Timberview, man, that got a championship and got tradition. And then man, you got Lake Ridge, who unfortunately had this situation, man. Got a pretty good squad out there, man. So Mansfield is rolling out there, Coach. You got the ball out there, Coach.
Oh yeah, you got to play. You got to be ready to go every single night. That's for sure.
Well, Coach, man, we're gonna go ahead and let the viewers know our objective and points of conversation with Coach we'll talk about his championship culture, his offensive defense philosophy, in his championship season. So the first question we're gonna ask the viewers, we're gonna let the viewers know is, go ask you this question, Coach P. Where did you grow up in your athletic and educational journey, Coach?
Growing up, I mean, I'm what they call a military brat. For those that don't know, people whose parents were in the military, that's kind of the name that we've taken on because you grow up wherever your dad is stationed. I mean, my dad's stationed many places. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. My whole family pretty much is in Chicago or the Chicago area. Um, I moved to Germany, grew up a little bit in Maryland. I was in Germany for 3 years early. That's actually where I started school at. Went to Aberdeen, Maryland. Went there for elementary school years, and then I moved to Texas when I was in seventh grade, down in Killeen, Texas. Fort Hood, better known as I guess Fort Cavazos now. I can't see myself calling it that though. But
Me neither, Coach.
yeah, educational wise, I mean, play a little ball, played at Clean Ellison. Actually played basketball at Clean Ellison. I played for Coach Manley at Clean Ellison. Me and Coach Jones at Clean Ellison. We played high school ball together. Went to Cisco Junior College, played a little ball there. Went to Northeastern State for a year in Oklahoma, and then eventually finished up my college at Tarleton State University. So
Oh yeah.
that's kind of my educational journey and my athletic journey. Trying to get to where I'm at.
Oh yeah, Coach, man. You have had a great successful journey, Coach. We was teasing each other, Coach, before we got on the air, Coach. That it's a small world, Coach. That I know a little bit about Khalid, and I'm like you. I can't call it anything but Fort Hood, Coach. But
Sure.
I'm man, serious, Coach. It's just like I graduated college, man. I call it when I went was East Texas State. Didn't change over to Texas A&M Commerce. Now I think it's East Texas A&M or whatever it is now. But I'm like you, man. It's East Texas State to me, man. I can't call it anything else.
Yeah, we ain't going back. We know one thing. We got to stay where we are.
Well, Coach, let me ask this, Coach. I know, like you said, Coach. Myself, my dad was in the Air Force, Coach, so I moved around a lot too, Coach. So I kind of definitely understand that, Coach. We definitely got that in common. But what role did athletics play in your life growing up? How important was playing sports, Coach?
Oh man, I don't know another way. I mean, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at. Definitely wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if it weren't for athletics. I mean, basketball, football, just just playing sports in general. I mean, whatever sport that you could pick up just had to do, just teach you resiliency, teach you dedication, teach you to be determined, got you your toughness. I mean, going around playing at the park and playing football, playing games where you smear the queer, whatever is what we called it. You throwing it up and everybody tackling you. I mean, playing games like that, I mean, to me, it got me my grit, got me my toughness, got me understanding that, you got to be tough out here. People might say something, people might do something, got to be ready to defend yourself. But sports, I mean, just taught me about, being humble, taking pride in my work, uh, respecting the opponent, just preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, sports, I don't know where I would be without sports. I mean, I couldn't see my life without sports.
Well, you know what, Coach Span, you brought up a few real good points, Coach. Every coach I have on here, when I ask, how important was playing sports, Coach, they never mention, Coach, the X and O's or anything like that. They always talk about, well, you guys always talk about, the different life lessons that, that sports teach you. I just had, he's going to be mad at me. I just had, what's my guy name? He's gonna be mad at me. But I just had a coach on the other day, coach. I apologize. He's gonna
Hmm.
kill me, but he just talked about the same thing. How for him, sports just taught him how to be a leader. Taught him, different type of things like how to be a part of a team. Things like that, man. It's very important. And, I played for a coach in high school that was like that, Coach J.D. Mayo at Skyline. That's what he's all about. Using sports, teaching life skills and things of that sort, man. So it's always bigger than what you said than just bounce the ball. And you didn't mention basketball. You said you played a lot of sports, which
A lot of sports, yeah.
these kids nowadays they don't do that, man. And you mentioned something, Coach, man. I get on these kids all the time, Coach, man. They said, man, they call me old school, man, it ain't like it no more. I said, hey, man, I said, they call me schools. You know how I go, Coach. When we get to talk, I said, man, y'all, I said, man, we didn't have AAU and all that when I was growing up, Coach. All we had,
Right.
I think, maybe was BCI. I don't know if you remember BCI or something.
I
You might have.
do.
Yeah, so that's all we had, Coach. So what we did, Coach, was hey, we just went to rec or went to park or whatever. You just you found you some good run, Coach. It's
Yeah.
like you and Khalid, Coach. You might be walking, hanging with your boys or whatever, and you see somebody at the park hooping, whatever. Man, y'all go over there and start hooping, man. Hey, man, who got next or whatever. But these kids don't do that no more,
No,
Coach.
they ain't doing everything they do is organized. I mean, yeah. I mean, we played at the park. We played at Abrams. I don't know if you're familiar with Abrams. And basically, on the Army base, you get there and you playing against older guys. You playing against
Okay.
those guys that were in the Army, and
Mm-hmm.
they still got some, and they still believe they got some. But guess what? They ain't gonna let you show them up. So they gonna do what they gotta do. So it was tough ball. I mean, I think a lot of good ball players were made at Abrams in the Killeen area. I mean, and everybody will tell you, like, if you can hoop at Abrams, you can hoop anywhere. I mean, because
Oh
it
yeah.
was tough, and I mean, people weren't gonna let you make it. Like, you're gonna have to
Oh,
showcase your game every time you show up.
oh yeah, oh yeah. And man, that's how it was, man. I grew up in my high school days, like say in Dallas, man, and that's how it was, man. You went to the rec. I used to tell folks, man, you go to the rec, man, you want to win because if you go to rec and it's real competitive, hey, man, you might not play for another 7, 8 games or whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you're gonna be a spectator the rest of the way. You're gonna
so,
watch.
so, so,
They don't do it like that. They don't. I mean, kids ain't don't got that in them. Like you have an open gym, kids showing up 30 minutes late. Like I'm not showing up 30 minutes late. I got to play that first game because if I don't play that first game, I don't feel like I did nothing. I want to play
there
in
you
that
go.
first game, first one to 15. I got to play. I got to play that first game.
Oh
But
yeah,
I mean, kids aren't like that anymore. I think they get the opportunity to play too much, so they don't miss it. They never get the chance to miss it. And I got two boys and trying to figure that navigate that. How to be in the new world and still try to keep a little old school in them. So that's something that I constantly think about and try to highlight in my life. New world, play AAU, but I got to make you be a little hungry. I got to make you miss it a little bit.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, hey, for my viewers tuning in, man, I have Coach Emund Prichett on. He's the head coach at Summit High School in Mansfield, Texas. He is the Class 5A Division II state championship coach. And we talking about them Jaguars, baby, out there in Mansfield. Yes, yes, yes. Well, Coach, let me ask this. When did that coaching bug hit you? When did you realize you wanted to be a coach?
Man, I want to say I started when I was young. I mean, I always knew I wanted to be a coach. I played at the rec a lot, but I always found myself picking up younger kids or kids
Okay.
nobody else wanted. And I would pick those kids up and know that my team was at a disadvantage. And I would just try to figure out how can I still win with these people? Maybe
Huh.
sometimes I got to do more. And a lot of people do it now. I see kids play on AAU teams and sometimes they get with their school team, and those kids that on their school team aren't as good as the players on the AAU team. So they mad at the best player is mad at the worst player. No, that ain't how this works. So I would just pick up those young kids, man. I'm coaching them up. I mean, kids might be a year younger than me. Sometimes I might go over there and get the littlest kid in the gym, and he might be 3 or 4 years old, younger than all of us, but he can play and he can think the game. So now I'm coaching him up. And that's just. I mean, I knew I wanted to be a coach. I never had. I mean, I would say after 10th grade, I realized like you ain't going to the NBA. I'd have NBA aspirations. I had man, I want to be a coach. You know, I want to be a coach. I want to do this. And then as I continued to do it and being in college and got around some really good coaches, and I started realizing like, man, I might have a chance to be able to do this because it's as the coaches teaching other players, I found myself teaching them as well. You know, playing point guard, of course, you gotta do that anyway. You the coach anyway. But I mean, I really took a liking to it and realized it's something that I wanted to do in my life.
Oh man. Well, coach, I got to tease you, coach, man. You figured out a little bit earlier than me, coach. My hoop dreams went on, man, to like after my first year of college. After my first year of college, coach, like you said, I had the opportunity to play a little ball, man, JUCO, whatever. After my first year, coach, I played, and I'm being honest, coach, I had some success, but I kind of looked and knew. I'm like, nah, man, I think I might need to try to pursue this education, man.
Yeah.
Get my degree, because yeah, I don't think nah, this ain't.
Yeah,
Coach,
like I want to be
definitely,
around the
coach.
game. I always knew I wanted to be around it, but I like what capacity. I mean, to me, you always got to try to figure out where you fit. You know,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
I ain't gonna be the person that show up to the gym and then 10 people or 5 people better than me or 4 people on my team better than me, and I'm trying to take all the shots. No, I'm gonna play my role, and I'm gonna try to
There you
figure
go,
out how
coach.
we gonna walk out there with the win. You know,
Mm-hmm,
I mean,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I figured it out early, man. I thought about it and I was like, man, this is really what I want to do. Just trying to get people to reach something that they don't know that they can reach. You know, so
Oh yeah.
I mean that was something that I was doing at the Rex and and I didn't know that at the time, but as I started thinking back, I was like, man, I always said I wanted to be a coach, but that I really was starting to coach when I was younger, when I was probably fourth or fifth grade. I'm over here coaching people
Mm.
my age or a little younger than me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. That's all right there, coach, man. Man, that's why I love. That's why I love talking with you guys, man, because you find out stuff you didn't know, coach. Like you say, man, that's just real intriguing. Like you say, coach, you a young fella, already coaching. I already didn't know that you prepared yourself for for your lifelong career. Because even though I know, coach, you may end up doing something else, later on in life, what have you. But we know we basketball lifers, coach. We always
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
for sure.
something to do with basketball, man.
Oh yeah,
No
for
doubt.
sure. Always learning the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, coach, let me ask this, coach. You spoke of a little bit, coach, but who are some people that had the biggest influence on you as a coach?
I mean, definitely for sure my family. I'm gonna say my mom for sure. Just I mean, not really having an athletic background,
Right.
but just her showing me how to take care of people, how to care for people, and showing me tough love. Because my mom, she'll act like, you know, she just showed you tough love, but she always gonna take care of you in the day. She
Okay.
gonna feed you, she gonna take care of you, she gonna show you that she love you in a way that, hey, I'm just trying to make you better. And I feel like I see myself doing that with my players, where it's tough love, but when we get off the court or once I finish disciplining you, I'm gonna show you that I care about you because I'm always gonna be there for you. And it ain't gonna be never a time where you can call me and me not be there for you or take care of you when I know you need something. So I'll definitely say I see my mom. I see myself and my mom all the time. Uh, my dad, I mean, just being able to be witty. I mean, my dad, I don't know how he keeps friends because I mean, he always got a joke about him. I mean, he always got a joke. It's nonstop, just joking all day. I'm like, how are y'all friends with this guy? But I find myself doing that on the court with my kids. Saying like, Coach, they already know, Coach gonna get on you, but Coach gonna have a joke. And they're gonna start having jokes on me, which is that lightens the mood to me. So I get that from my dad and my brother really got me started uh understanding with coach. He got me started at AAU. When
Okay.
uh, when I got out of college, my brother had he had just got out of jail. So but he's ambitious and he cares about people and cares about kids. And
Okay.
he was like, man, I'm gonna start this team, man. We're gonna start coaching this team. And I was like, all right, cool. Okay, we'll do it. So we started doing it. And man, that's when I started figuring out what can make us be successful, what can make me be successful. And we started talking about basketball. And man, we had some seventh graders and we started pressing. And we started pressing. All of a sudden, we're becoming successful with our press, and we got shirts made about we press you stress. Team name Syntex Road Dogs, and that's what I learned. That it's always about. That's what I wanted to do. That's how I figured out what my uh what my niche was going to be. What do I want my teams to look like? Man, we're going to be up in your
Okay.
face the whole time. We're going to press you the whole time, and we're going to make you earn every little inch that you get. And
Mhm.
we come up here to Dallas and we're playing against man, the kid happened to be Willie Warren.
Yes, sir.
Probably the best
No
middle school
problem.
kid I've ever seen play. And I'm
Yes,
like,
sir.
who is this kid? Like, we thought kids could play. I'm like, who was this kid? But we gave him everything he wanted. Everything he
Okay.
wanted, because our kids didn't back down. They don't know who he is. Man,
Yeah.
but kid, well, he was the best middle school kid I've ever seen play. You know,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, but I was like, okay, we could be successful. You know, you can make anybody have to play basketball a certain way if you up in their face all the time. But so my brother, I got to take my hat off to him for that, for really getting me involved in coaching basketball after college, because I was gonna hang around and do whatever. College kids try to figure out. We try to make a bunch of money. Well, the AAU ain't
Mhm.
paying you nothing at the time, so
Yep.
I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
do nothing. So my brother got me started with that, and that kind of made me figure out what I really wanted to do and how was I gonna pursue coaching.
Oh man, but coach, just talking to you, coach, I could tell, coach, like you said, coach, that you always being that point guard in your coach that carries over in life. When we talk about coach, because you
Hmm.
always thinking things through as they're going on. Because like you say, you just coach the AU team with your brother, didn't really know what your identity was. Just had the seventh graders out there, like you say, you just started pressing, seeing that was successful, and seeing that style of play was something that you liked, and
Hmm.
you just kind of stuck with it. But that kind of built your identity, coach, as a coach.
Oh
For
yeah.
it's definitely, yeah, we're gonna talk about it a little bit later for its offense, defense philosophy. But that right there, coach, kind of got you started, kind of helped you have an identity. Like, hey, this is how I like to play. You got
Yes.
other coaches that may want to drop back and play half court man, whatever. But you like, nah, I want to be up in your face, make you uncomfortable, or
Hmm.
what have you. Yeah, yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt,
you
coach.
got to make the game fun. Fun for me to coach, fun for people to watch.
Oh yeah. People like
Mhm.
you. You right about that, coach. You right about that. Well, hey, my viewers tuning in to TaylorMade Hoops Coach's Corner, man. I'm so excited. Got my main man, Coach Emund Prichett on. Coach P is the head coach at Mansfield Summit High School Mansfield, Texas. Summit High School, Mansfield, Texas. The Class 5A Division II state champions. Coach man is one of the best young coaches. And I'm not just saying this in the business. He don't know I've been watching him from afar for a while. You've been having some real good teams, real good programs, Coach. Uh, Let me ask this, Coach. How many years have you been coaching, and where have you coached at?
This is, you're gonna make me think. I want to say this is year number 16, just being in education. I
Okay.
spent 4 years as an assistant coach at Colleen Shoemaker under Mark Minitrea. Then I got 4 years, as the head coach there. He moved on, and I got the head coaching job there by the grace of God and some will from my wife and my football coach now, Shannon Hall, who's a football coach at Summit now. Um, wanted me to be his guy, and we were able to get that done. So 4 years at Shoemaker, 4 good years at Shoemaker, and then I've been here at Summit. Coach Hall got the job here at Summit. Coach Mutterer, a great guy who's our building principal now, moved on to administration, and I was
Okay.
lucky enough to get the job here. So I've been here. This is my 8th year here at Summit. So I mean, I
Oh,
guess I think that equates to 16.
okay. Okay. Oh yeah, man. Nothing wrong with that, Coach, man. And that's something, man. Reason why I do the show is also, like you say, not to educate just the players, but also the coaches, because like you said, iron sharpens iron, Coach.
Hmm.
And one thing, man, for the young coaches that's listening, man, is what Coach P is telling you, man, is that it's about relationships. What we talk about, you see how it's not always about who's the best X and O coach, what have you. See, coach built a relationship by building their reputation of being a good worker, being loyal, treating kids the right way. Where him and his athletic director connected, and that's how it is to be. His athletic director move on. Hey, I want you to be my guy because I know you. I trust you. I really respect what you do. The same thing, like you said, with with your principal to move on. So, from a young coaches, I always understand that it's not always about the X and O's. Coach can tell you it's how you handle yourself in the building. It's how you handle yourself in the classroom. Things like that. That's what administrators and people like to see, because that's in charge, because they know Coach P knows how to coach. They know he knows basketball, what have you. But they want to know, hey, can he get the kids to gravitate to him? Can he get the kids to respect him? Can he get the kids to do the right thing? Things is he organized? Things like that. So young coaches pay attention to that, man. It's about building relationships. Sometimes as coaches, a lot of times it's not good, coach, but hopefully you haven't been here, but you may not get along with your AD or your principal. Oh man, I don't like the principal. I don't like my AD. Now you better might want to get
Yeah.
along with the principal AD, because you never know, they might get another job. or you might
And
need it for a reference. You
you
know what I'm
might
saying,
need,
coach? Yeah.
definitely ain't no such thing as not getting along. And I'm glad you say that. Just thinking about, I tell kids in my classroom all the time, like, you're always interviewing.
Yeah,
Always. In life, you're
always,
always
coach.
interviewing. And I didn't know I was interviewing for the summit job when I was interviewing, because my shoemaker teams would come up here and play in the Spring Creek
Uh-huh.
Classic at
Yep, yep,
Mansfield. And I'm
yep.
just here doing my thing, just being me, trying to be my program. We ended up winning it one year, and as Coach Hall gets up here, and a couple of my football coaches who I know, they were like, man, I think they know who you are already. I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean they know who I am? He's like, no, they seen you teams play. They like the way you present yourself. They like the way your kids act. Things like that matter. So again, it ain't always about your X's and O's or what you know. Sometimes it's about who you know, and got to understand that you're always interviewing. You're always interviewing. You never know when you're not interviewing. Both of us might be interviewing right now. We never know. So
Yep.
always conduct yourself in a manner that you would if you knew that you were interviewing, because you are interviewing for sure.
Oh, oh yeah, coach, man. And I'm gonna piggyback and we're gonna move on, coach. 'Cause I know you got a better thing to do. Be talk to me, coach. But seriously, coach, man. You brought up a good point, coach. That you always interview, always be the best version of yourself. I always tell kids that. I tell them, I say, hey, when I go to games or what have you, true enough, coach. I'm identifying and evaluate the players that's on the court. But stuff these kids don't understand that I'm doing too. I'm also watching how the kids conduct themselves, what type of kids you are, because I'm blessed to have several coaches subscribe to my scouting service. So, but when they ask you about kids, coach, they know a kid can play. You know what they ask me, coach? What type of kid is he?
What type of kids is, no doubt.
So, coach, you know when they call about your kids, coach, they already know your kid can play, what have you. But they,
Hmm.
they won't know about the character, coach. What type of kid is he, coach? And they understand that character and grade still matter, because even though they really don't, you really don't have to, have the 750 or the 800 SAT score and all that or whatever like this. But by you being a good student, lets those coaches know that's had something to do about your character. Okay, if he's a good student, that means that he goes to class. That means that
Hmm.
he's doing the right thing. So they understand that, but they don't understand that. And what you said is true, is that you always interviewing. And I understand, especially when I had my college coaches on. I had Coach Pashner on or what have you. And when I had him on, he was out of work or what have you. And he laughed and told me when I talked with him what have you. He said, hey, Coach, appreciate you, man, whatever, because I was wondering why he was just asking the question. So, what have you. But like I know from one of my mentors, he said, Coach Taylor, you don't understand what he may have to do. He's in for a job. He may chop it up and send that off to, a prospective employer or whatever.
Right.
They can see, how you answer the question, stuff like that. So, man, Coach, you brought up a good point, Coach. And I hope the viewers that's watching is gaining this knowledge, Coach, man, that we dropping on them, Coach, because
Oh, for
we all
sure.
about trying to help each other, man.
Yes, sir.
Iron sharpens iron. But Coach, let me ask you this, Coach. You spoke of a little bit, Coach, but how did growing up in Killeen in a military culture help mold you as a coach?
I mean, I would say just building relationships and understanding what building relationships can do. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, like I said, Coach Jones from Ellison. I mean, we've been friends for over 20 years, might be 25. I'm over here. Dating myself. I mean, actually, it's been almost 30 years. It's been
Mm,
30 years. Yeah. I mean, we've been friends for a long time. Uh, Growing up in clean, to me, it helped me in life before I got to coaching, just being able to go anywhere. I feel like I can go and survive anywhere. I can deal
okay.
with anything, just because the military town brings you different cultures, brings you different religions,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
brings you different nationalities. So you have to be
Mm-hmm.
able to coerce and be able to communicate with different people and
Mm-hmm.
understand different people. So I think
Mm-hmm.
the background of being in the military and understanding, like, that we all had the same type of discipline,
Mm-hmm.
or your parents had to have that same type of discipline. So of course, some of it trickled down to the kids, but being able to communicate and being able to understand different people, I think that's helped me a lot in my career. Being able to adjust and adapt to wherever my environment is, and be able to gain new friends. Because I mean, you might be like I said, I'm in Germany and I'm starting school, get some friends, and guess what? Oh, we're about to move. We gone. Now we're in
Yep.
Maryland. Got to build some new friends, and boom, now we're in Texas. And
Yep.
building new friends and trying to keep those relationships and foster those relationships and being able to communicate with different people. I feel like Colleen's definitely helped me with that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right about that, Coach. You're right about that. Because I was the same way, Coach. Man, was born in Hampton, Virginia. We stayed there for 2 years, and then we moved to I want to say Sacramento, California. So every as you can tell, You familiar? My dad was always on 2-year stints, 2-3 year
Yep.
stints, what have you. So, like I said, I had to learn how to build relationships, fit in, and also, like you say, be able to cultivate those relationships. And I kind of got a touch of that. We spoke of that before we got on camera. That I had the great pleasure of teaching and coaching in Killeen. And you're right about that, because I had kids, from everywhere, what have you, because it's an Army base. And like you said, it made me a better coach. It made me a better person, because, like you said, I had to adjust to those people, and like you say, surroundings, being a new surrounding coach. So I definitely understand where you come from on that,
Yeah,
coach.
and being able, I mean, and my dad was my high school career. That's kind of when, actually, it was middle school when the wars start happening. So you might go a year, you might go 2 years without your dad. I might go a year without my dad, and then as soon as my dad get back, my best friend might go a year without his dad. So now we got to comfort each other. We gotta have an understanding of each other. We ain't gonna have good days all the time. Just trying to deal with that type of adversity.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, hey, as y'all can tell on TaylorMade Hoops Coach's Corner, man, I'm having a great time, man. Just chopping up, man, with Coach Prichett. He's the head coach at Summit High School in Mansfield, Texas. He's a state championship coach. He definitely knows his way down there. I almost tripped up and said Austin to let me know how old I am. Coach in San Antonio now, but he knows road to San Antonio most definitely. Well, Coach, let me ask this, Coach. We go shift gears and talk about team culture and things that short. So, Coach, how do you establish a championship culture in your program, and how do you maintain that championship culture on a daily basis, Coach?
Man, the daily basis is most important thing. I mean, we're gonna give a championship effort in everything that we do.
Okay,
Everything we do I mean, we're trying to be the best. Uh,
okay.
we ain't worried about no A's or what district you in or what region you in or what division you in. We're trying to be the best no matter what. And the only way you can, to me, you can be the best is to reach your full potential. I tell parents all the time, I don't know if your son's going to be able to play varsity or how many points he's going to score. My job is to get the full potential out of him. So
Mhm,
every kid that comes in, I feel like that's what I'm trying to give them. Like that's my promise to the parent. I'm gonna try to get the full potential. He walks out of here, I want him to be his very best
mhm,
basketball player I can make him, the very best student athlete I can make him, the very best young man that I can make him, which is probably the most important thing, being the better young man. So I mean, I'm pushing kids every day. It ain't gonna be a good day every day. It ain't gonna be a good day, but it's gonna be a day where you got better through adversity. I mean, I'm not afraid to get on my best player. I mean, the best player to me, I mean, who much is given, much is required. I mean, so if you're
mhm,
the best player, you're gonna be the best player every day. You gonna,
mhm.
I mean, ain't no I'm the best player when I feel like it. No, you're the best player every single day. And
Yeah,
we've been lucky enough to have some kids in the last couple of years that when they're the best player or they the best at what they do, they show up every single day and they're the best at what they do every single day. Every drill, every time, every in class, they're the best in class. And I've had some phenomenal kids. I can tell you that right now. I have some phenomenal kids who believe in me, believe in the culture, believe in sacrificing, because ain't no success without sacrifice. And they'll sacrifice themselves for the team to be successful. I mean, I got to shout out my coaching staff. Uh, Willie Laborte, who was with me as Shoemaker. So he came from Shoemaker, he's a football coach. He's back on my basketball staff. I mean, just a great addition to our basketball staff. Always has been great with kids. Kid magnet. Kevin Barona, who's been with me for 7 years. I mean, just understands what it takes and does a lot of stuff behind the scenes and doesn't really get the credit for it. Shane Earwood,
mhm.
who's been with us for 3 or 4 years, just coming in and keeping the fold and taking care of kids. So, I mean, with the staff, with the culture that we have on campus, uh, our principal, Coach Mutter, who's top of the line. I mean, probably I mean, might be the best principal in the state of Texas. I mean, just understanding what's going on. And our coaching staff. I mean, our culture is just. I mean, our campus coordinators, Coach Gillum, Coach Hall. I mean, it's just it's a family affair. Honestly, to be honest, it's a family affair that allows us to keep cultivating that championship culture. So with the kids, the coaching staff, just the hallways that we have at Summit High School, man, have allowed us to build that culture. I mean, and the support we get is top of the line. I mean, from the students, from everybody, it's top of the line. I can't ask for much more.
Well, Coach, man, something you say, is this is that it's very important, as you pointed out. It's a great thing when your principal is ex-coach, because they,
Hmm.
they they understand how important athletics and sports, how it goes hand in hand. They understand that. They understand, what it takes and what have you. So it's always good. I still teach. My current principal is the ex-coach too, also. So not too far from removed from the classroom, kind of like, your principal. So they still kind of understand, what it looks like and things that sort. So almost definitely, man. Like I tell them, it's gonna be hard for me to leave. I tell him that all the time. And when he hired me, he told me, Coach Taylor, man, I see the coach's resume, man. I know I ain't gonna be able to keep it that long, what have you. And I'll be blessed, like you say, that people still want me every year. Somebody always want to offer me a position, what have you. But I got to think about, like, as you well knows this, that a peace of mind and having that administrative support goes a long way.
Go a
So
long way.
it goes a
I
long way.
well, I know it's gonna be hard to find another culture like we have here in this building. I mean, with these kids that we have, the support is just, it's second to none. So I know that for sure. That's in my mind. Ain't no changing that thought.
Yeah, nah. Well, Coach, we're gonna switch gears, Coach. Man, I'm gonna pick your brain. You already kind of told us a little bit about your offensive defensive philosophy, but go ahead and elaborate a little bit more. What is your offensive defensive philosophy, Coach P? How do you like to play out there in summer?
We want to play fast. We want to be in your face.
Okay.
Defensively, we want to make you earn every inch of the court. So, and make you have to think and play as hard as you can at all times. We get a lot of credit for our defense offensively. People might not notice that, we average about 60 points a game. To me at a high school level, 60 points a game is a lot of points.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But everything we do is together. Everything we do is together. Defensively, it's together. Um, everybody has to be on the string. Everybody has to do their part. Everybody has to give maximum effort. Offensively, the same thing. We want to get in transition, get out and run, look up the floor, make decisions, shoot a lot of shots. We want to score layups. And we've been fortunate enough to have some big guys, and we've been able to score in the post, which is not traditional for this new age basketball. But
Right.
again, I'm
Right.
old school. I don't care what you say. If you can score in the paint, let's score in the paint.
Let's go in there, paint.
Yeah, let's get it done. Let's find a way to score in the paint. To me, that wins. So we just want to, whatever we do, we want to do it together. We want to do it fast, and we want to do it together.
Gotcha, Coach. Gotcha, Coach. No doubt about that, Coach. Hey, we just laugh, Coach, because I think about, man, with Coach Carter, Johnny Carter, the former president of TABC. He always says,
Mhm.
I remember had the great pleasure when he was the district athletic director. I went down, interviewed a couple jobs down there all day, and I remember one thing he told me that I always remember is they told me he had. I remember I went to a clinic one time. He had a pamphlet, a booklet that he gave us, whatever, and he talked about old school is still cool. And that's what
Mhm.
that I always remember, man. That you always got me thinking about that, Coach. Is that you understand, Coach, that in life, and this comes from you come from you being an Army brat, having to adjust to different situations, what have you. We're able to adjust. We understand that, hey, basketball has changed. It's position is basketball. People like to play a certain way, but we're still able to hold on to our old school values, Coach.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
hey, we still got some non-negotiables. Like you said, Coach, I'm still old school, Coach. Hey, I still go. Hey, if I got a guy can score with his back to the basket, I'm throwing it down there to you. In old school, hey, make defense have to help or what have you, because it's just, Coach. To be honest, I don't have a problem with the new age shoot threes, things like that. But my thing is that I still think, like you, that a layup or a shot close to the basket is still a high percentage shot.
It's the high percentage
And
shot. Yeah.
and I tell folks all the time, if I'm taking shots at the basket, or even like say we throwing it down, if you got a big fella down low in that paint, Coach, whatever, if he misses a shot, look, it's a better opportunity to get an offensive rebound, put back, easy score within the paint. When you shoot a three, it's gonna be a long rebound. 9 times
Mhm.
out of 10, and if you don't get back, it's gonna start the other team's transition if you don't get back on defense. So I'm like you, Coach. I'm trying to score in that paint, Coach.
Yeah, you got to score that paint. Here's what I tell a kid. A couple years ago, we had some kids that didn't make layups that well. That's what I'm saying. They didn't make layups that well. But I'm like,
Okay.
hey, you catch it, you get that layup. If a team is missing a bunch of layups, the coach on the other side is still gonna have to adjust.
Uh-huh.
In your mind, you're gonna be thinking they're gonna start making them layups. So you got
Exactly.
you got to adjust. So I mean, like, we got to get that ball. We got to get you for a layup. I mean, my job is get it for a layup. Your job is to make it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that's what it is.
Hey, I tell people all the time, it's just my thing, coach. I think the team that scores the most layups and free throws 9 times 10 is the team that wins the game, man.
They'll probably win the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the
Yeah.
time, them 3-pointers are getting hit because you're letting people in the lane. I mean, that's or you giving up offense rebounds. I mean,
Right.
that's a lot of the times. I mean, if you start watching games and people talk about analytics, I'm like, man, if they beat me shooting, making 23s and they shoot them off the dribble and all that, I don't have to worry about it. We weren't gonna win that game anyway.
You're right about that. And coach, I'm I kind of hate because I'm not gonna lie. I was pulling for U of H. I was pulling for Houston, whatever.
Oh
And I
yeah,
tell folks, man, it don't come down. Even though he's gonna get uh the doggone, people gonna be mad at that kid or what have you. But it didn't come down to that last play. I tell
no,
folks,
it
man,
didn't.
but the novice people don't know basketball. Oh, okay. No, it didn't. I told my wife, and believe it or not, probably like your wife, I wouldn't say she's a coach, but she's knowledgeable of the game because
Yes,
she's been around me, 20 plus years or whatever. So, but we watched the game, coach, and I kind of knew. I said, man, it might be a long night for University of Houston because when the game first started, I know remember the first 4 minutes, coach, they were killing them on the offensive boards, what have you. But
mm-hmm.
they was missing out a lot of easy shots, a lot of putbacks. But if you saw Florida, the first 2 minutes, they were getting easier shots, meaning that they was
Yeah,
just running lane, rim running, dudes beating down the lane, layups,
mm-hmm.
what have you. Whereas U of H, they had to work harder for their shots. So I told my wife, I said, sometimes coaches don't look at that. Sometimes you gotta look at the team that's scoring the easiest, like what you had alluded to earlier, coach, getting the paint, scoring easy, what have you, no resistance, whatever, all like they was rim running, scoring layups. Most likely at the end of the day, it's gonna win because Houston, I'm out there watching them, and I'm out there. It's a family show, so I can't cuss, but I'm cussing at the TV coach Pete because Houston coming down and they getting stops because one thing about you, they go D up, so
They
they
gonna
D
be
up,
up for
get
sure.
stops here. He locking up or whatever, getting stops. But then he coming down the offensive end. I tell him basketball IQ, shot selection. People don't understand the intangibles of basketball shot selection. The key because you race coming down, they jacking up all them broke threes. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
missing, and then they forward to getting the ball, boom, coming down, kicking up the lane. They shoot layups, coach. So shot selection, the IQ matters. What we just said. If you were faced with got to the basket or what have you, meaning you go draw some fouls, what have you, or drive and kick. They're just coming down that one kid. He's just coming down and just. I'm like, say man. I'm like, man. I know. I'm like, say man. But just being around the game, coach, I knew that if that trend kept going, that I'm like, Florida's gonna end up winning because they're scoring it easy.
They're
Coach,
scoring
they're
the ball a
scoring it
little easier.
easier,
Yeah.
coach.
And Houston's gonna grind it out. I mean,
Yeah, coach.
which kept them in the game because they I mean they grind it out. They gonna grind it out.
That's
They
what they
gonna
do.
offense rebound. So
That's
getting
what they
shots
do.
up probably. I mean they want the offense rebound. I mean I thought it was a really good game. It's hard to be up. It's hard to be winning. It's hard to be winning and try to figure out are you gonna slow it down a little bit?
Yeah.
Are you gonna I think they got into that mode where they didn't know if they wanted to slow it down. They wanted to keep being ultra aggressive. It was a good game. I
Mhm.
mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
could have came down to anybody. Kind of hurt for my man Juwan Roberts, man. Kind of hurt
Yeah.
because I wanted to see him win
Yeah.
it. I wanted Kelvin Sampson to win it. But I mean,
Yeah, man.
I mean, I know Juwan's gonna be a better man from it. So
Um,
ultimately, everything happened for a reason, and he's
oh
gonna be
yeah.
a better man from it. I mean, I'm happy with his maturation. I mean, he didn't get the national championship, but I mean his maturity is from being with Kelvin Sampson. I mean, it's second to none. Uh I'm proud of the man that he's become.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt about that, coach. No doubt about that. Well, hey, for my viewers tuning in, you can tell we having a good time, man. Me and Coach Prichett, we can sit here and talk all day, man. He's my type of guy. He knows his basketball and X knows, man. He's the head coach at Mansfield Summit High School. Uh, they're the Class 5A Division II state champions. Just chopping up on TaylorMade Hoops Coach's Corner. Well, Coach, let me ask you this, Coach. Take us through this year's championship season. What were some of the highs and lows of the season, Coach? How did you and your coaching staff keep your players focused?
Oh man, I mean, to be honest, I mean, coming into the year, I
Okay.
mean, I thought we could win a state championship, and I might say that like I probably been saying that for a while that we can win a state championship, but I thought this was I say this is one of my deeper teams, one of my better teams, when it comes to kids that with skill level that can pass, shoot it, and dribble it. We had a lot of sophomores. We had like 4 or 5 freshmen play on the varsity last year, so we had a lot of sophomores this year. Beginning of the year, we were trying to play 12, 13 guys because I mean all of them were kind of even, so
Hmm.
they can
Hmm.
play. I mean, we had some good wins. We had some tough losses. I think our losses really propelled us when it comes to starting having a championship. Every time we took a loss, we came back strong. We came back with more focus. Early in the year, we were winning off talent. I mean, and I told the guys like y'all are just trying to win on talent. You're
Yeah.
getting outworked. You're not disciplined. We winning off talent. I mean, and that's what we were doing. And I'm not a coach that wants to win off talent. Now it's great. I mean, if you're gonna win and that's how you have to win it, that's great. But I want to win on discipline. I want to win on outworking you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna bank on talent. Talent can come and go at the high school level. I don't get
Hmm.
to come in and say I want this guy, this guy, this guy. I got to get what comes in the hallway. So
Hmm.
we were winning off talent because we were talented, and we took some losses. We went down to university, played them on a Friday. Uh, it was adversity because we stopped and watched our JV play for a little bit. Went down to university, got there. It's probably like maybe 15 minutes before the tip off,
Hmm.
and coach was like, "You want some extra time?" I'm like, no, I don't want extra time. We're gonna play this game right now. I
Yeah.
mean, we win, we win. We lose, we lose. And we lose, we win, we win because we get a lesson. So we didn't shoot the ball well. University's a tough team. It was a knockout, drag out fight. We ended up pulling away and winning right before Thanksgiving. And I told my coaches as we walked out, I said, we ain't gonna be undefeated after next weekend, after this next week. Just because I knew we weren't focused. Like our
Okay.
mindsets weren't right. We were winning off talent. Show up Monday, we played massive Monday out at Lancaster. Uh, Lose a little M, which they're a good team. They're a good team, but we don't play our best. And I
Mhm.
knew that we would need to play. We need to step up to the challenge, and we didn't play well. So Monday we lose. Tuesday, of course, we had a practice. Kids will tell you about it. And then Wednesday we show up and we blow Denton right out. We kind of started gelling late in district once we figured out who we could and who we could not. I'm gonna say who we couldn't play. We started figuring out what we needed because
Mhm.
we needed some toughness. I mean, to be honest, we needed. Those sophomores are tough, but I mean, sometimes you're not ready. As a sophomore, I don't care how good you are, you
Yeah.
almost are not ready. And
Mhm.
there's games you're not going to be ready to play in. So it really was up to me to figure out who could play when and when to play and why to play. Everybody ain't happy with it, of course. You know, so I mean, just going through the championship year, I mean, we had some highs and lows within games within the season. I mean, just trying to figure out who to play, when to play. Playoff time came, and I mean, some people stepped up. I mean, Ian Sadal stepped up big time. I mean, that kid gave everything he had. Theo stepped up big time. I mean, just an ultimate leader, ultimate team player, kid that sacrifices everything to make sure the ship sails correctly. Caleb Richard stepped up big. I mean, really all my guys, and we started saying we lost to Timberview. I got to go back to the loss at Timberview. Well, we kind of had the game. I mean, we had the game in Timberview. I mean, they continue to play hard, knock down some shots. We lose the game at the buzzer. And after that loss, I mean, it hurt everybody. Hurt everybody. I could tell they hurt. I'm like, I don't know what y'all upset about. Y'all really didn't want to win. Y'all wanted to, you wanted to play for the crowd. It was at certain points we wanted to play for the crowd. We didn't really just
Okay.
care about only winning the game.
Okay.
Um, so we had some things going on in the locker room and on the outside, everybody on the outside telling them what should be happening, you know. So, we kind of had a meeting, and I kind of lined out some stuff for the kids, just saying, maybe what people are telling you is right. That could be right. Maybe I don't coach that well. That could be right. That could be right. But I'm here every day. I'm here every day, and I'm giving you all I got every single day. So ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about you because you here every day and you give me your all. So you shouldn't hear anything about anybody in this room or in this locker room, whether it's the coach, whether it's the player next to you, or nobody, because at the end of the day, this is our circle and we're here every single day. So we started talking about if your parents want to know how many minutes you're gonna play, tell them you're gonna play 32 minutes. Because that's what I need from. Because in my mind, every kid on the bench plays 32 minutes. I don't know how many minutes everybody play. 32 minutes. Because I expect you to be locked in for 32 minutes the whole game.
Okay. There you go.
And man, I mean, and we changed. I mean, we changed, and kids, all of a sudden, kids cheering on the bench, kids ready to go when they get their name called. They go in for 1 minute and come right back out, and they don't go in for another 8 minutes, and then they go in for another minute. They come right back out, but they ready to play and they're engaged into the game.
Yes.
And I talked to one of our big guys, Michael Gibbs, didn't play in the state championship game, didn't play much in the district, in the playoffs, didn't play much. And I talked to him today, and I said, man, you know what? I remember the state championship, and I remember some of the plays that people on the floor made. I said, but one thing that's ingrained in my mind is how hard you were cheering all playoffs.
There you go, man.
Like
Yes,
that,
sir.
like we don't win without you doing that.
Yeah.
Like I want you to know,
Yeah.
like that's a
Yes.
big
Yes.
deal.
Yes.
And to me, that's what our season, that's what turned around. People started playing 32 minutes. Kids started playing 32 minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh, coach, man. Coach. I'm just soaking up the knowledge, coach. Soaking up the game, as they say, coach. Because I've never heard it like that, coach. As far as like you say, each kid playing 32 minutes, whether or not they're actually in the game playing 32 minutes. I need you locked in, focused on that bench, being a good teammate, clapping, rooting your teammate on, cheering,
Yeah.
locked in because you never know when it's your time. Because you
You
just
never know
alluded
it's
to
your
that there.
turn.
I may put you in for a minute because you know how basketball is situations. I may put you in for a minute. Boom, you may not play the rest of the game, but for that minute, I need what you said earlier, coach. I need you to be the best version of yourself
Best
in that
version of
minute.
yourself right now.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't care what your role is, be the best in that role. And people gonna
Oh,
know this because you're interviewing. Like again, it goes back to you interviewing all the time. You never know. Somebody might, I mean, hey, maybe your role is to sit the bench here or to cheer. Your role might be to score 10 points later on, or next year, or next game. We never know.
mm-hmm,
Whatever your role is, be the best.
mm-hmm. And hey, like you say, coach, embrace it. Don't complain. Embrace it, man. Embrace it.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, coach, let me ask this, coach. Now y'all the state champions, coach. You finally cut down that net. So, any added pressure next season going into games being the defending state champions?
I don't see it being added pressure. I mean, to me, I felt like in the last 4 to 5 years, we've been getting teams best shot. I mean, like they show up. I mean, I think they feel like if you don't show up and you don't play, you can get embarrassed because we're gonna play hard.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it's pressure to defend the state championship. I mean, in my mind, these kids have been champions for a long time. Now we just
Okay.
got the medal and we're gonna get the ring to go with it. But
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna show up, and I mean, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be championship effort every single day. Whatever in August in practice, if it don't work in the championship game, if you can't be at that level in the championship game, then I don't want to see it in practice. Every single day we're practicing to play for the state championship. Every single day. And we have been. We always have been. I told those guys in the locker room, man, I said, man, which team is gonna show up? The team that won 33 games or the team that lost 7 games for whatever reason. Coach didn't play players right. We people were being selfish. We weren't tough
Mm-hmm.
enough. Reasons why we
Mm-hmm.
lost those 7 games,
Mm-hmm.
whatever those reasons are. And of course I tricked them. They was like, yeah, well, coach, the team that won 33 games is gonna show up. I'm like, nope, that team ain't showing up, nor is the team that lost those 7 games. I said a better team is gonna show up. The team
Huh.
practice because every day we practice for you to play your best game the last game of the year. Every day. And I was like, this is the last game of the year. It is guaranteed this is your last game
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be the best version of yourself. And I mean, only watched a quarter of it, but I witnessed it, and the best version of ourselves showed up for sure. Best version of each player. I mean, players that didn't play, I saw them on the bench cheering and caring about their teammates. I mean, that's stuff that I care about. That's the stuff that their teammates care about. Those guys on the court. I mean, you got your validation. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what is it like when it's not about you? Because as men, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you married, and it ain't always about us.
No.
It ain't always about us. We got to sit back. Sometimes we got to make sure it's about somebody else, and hopefully
Yes.
those guys are gonna have families one day, and they're gonna be men. And are
Mm-hmm.
you gonna be able to uh, perform or be able to be okay when it's not about you? And I think
Mm-hmm.
these guys figured it out even the guys on the court, they were willing to sacrifice everything and care about their teammate and make that extra pass to make sure that we're successful, or to give up their body uh,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that we're successful. So that's the stuff that I look at. I mean, if a state championship comes with that, I'll take it. But if we get that effort and get that focus and get that camaraderie and family, I'm taking that all any day, any year.
Oh yeah, most definitely, coach. Because like you said, that's going to help them kids remember their high school experience. Because as you
Hmm.
well know, coach, you know we both like you say call us old heads now, but we still remember our teammates. We still remember, you know, from our high school days, certain games, being in the locker room, what have you. So, you know, when you bump into your ex teammates, most of the time that's all we talked about. You know, we talked about some of the times when coach did something was funny, or you
Hmm.
did something that was funny in the locker room, whatever, or nickname, you know, we used to call each other, or whatever the case may be. But building those life memories, man, and I could tell, coach, you know, we're on the same page that it's bigger than just basketball. It's bigger than just, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
rolling out the ball and wins and losses, what have you, man. You brought up a good point, coach. If I get you to be the best version of yourself every day, you practice and you take everything like a champion every day, you're a winner. Regardless if
You're a
I have
winner.
the ring or not, you're a winner. You're a winner,
Yeah.
man,
Right.
because you're winning in life.
You win
That's
in
what's
life.
most
You're gonna be
important.
a champion no matter what.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, coach, let me ask this, coach. I kind of already know just by getting to know you over these last few minutes, but I still have to ask the question. Are the team expectations and goals the same for next season, coach?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the goal's been the same since the day I walked on campus.
Okay.
I told the parents that when I first got here what the goals were. I mean, they don't change. I mean, that's pretty much who we want to be. We want to be well respected in the state, no matter what. I mean, and the ultimate goal is to win a state championship. I mean, we want to be respected in our community. We want to be respected on campus. You know, we want to have high GPAs. We want to, build kids with good character. I mean, the goals don't change. I mean, they're pretty much the same.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's very important, coach. That's very important, coach. Well, coach, man, coming down to the last question, man. Must say, man, it's been a pleasure chopping up with you, man. From the viewers tuning in, have my main man, Coach Emund Prichett on. He's the head coach at Summit High School in Mansfield, Texas. He's a state championship coach, Class 5A Division II state championship coach. Let me ask this, coach. We're gonna talk about some players, coach, because I know every player and every parent they work on nerves. They all want to help the baby get a scholarship. So I know they think everybody think their baby can play at the next level. But I'll ask you this, coach.
Sure.
Who are some tailor-made picks? Who are some players that you feel have the skill level or attributes, coach, on your team to play at the next level, coach? Who are some players that these college coaches need to be putting on their radar? They need to be taking a look at, coach.
For sure. Right now, I mean, Ian Sada. I mean, he's 2025. He's graduating this year. I feel like he is what the transport portal is not. I mean, like most times, you kids get in the transport portal because the coach they don't like the situation they're in, and maybe you get the kid. And the reason why they don't take high school kids, I mean, sometimes they think like they ain't ready to play. They're not gonna play hard enough. They're not gonna be unselfish.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be able to handle adversity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ian Sadon's not that kid, and he can play. I mean, and he's 6'6". He's 7 foot wingspan. I mean, jumps out the gym, can shoot the ball. I mean, can handle it on the perimeter. He's that kid. I mean, he's the one of those high school kids that you can take, and if you need him to play, he'll be ready to play. Now, if you don't need him to play, he gonna wait in the wing and do whatever it is you ask him to do. He ain't gonna be looking to jump around every single year. He's just one of those kids. I mean, so to me, that's what I'm selling college coaches on. Can't say that about every kid, but you can definitely say that about him. Uh, he's a senior. I mean, Theo Brandon. I mean, he kind of speaks for himself. Smaller guard, 5'9", but knows how to use his body, knows how to use his skill. High IQ. I think that's the separator between him and a lot of other kids in this era. He's a true point guard, and we don't have a lot of true point guards. He's a true point guard. He can still put the ball in the hole, but he's old school true point guard. Can get you set up in what you need to set up in. Uh, you can't leave him open, and I mean it's going to defend at a high level. He's one of them Isaiah Thomas type point guards, the real Isaiah
Yes, sir.
Thomas.
Yes, sir.
As a
Yes,
kid, the
sir.
real Isaiah Thomas type point guards. Can get you a bucket if you need to, but
But he won't run the team. Yeah.
I can run the team. Yeah, I can run the team. Caleb Richard is I mean 6'2" athletic wing. To me has really good body control, shoots the ball really well. Athletic. I mean Isaiah Walker, sophomore, probably about 6'4", 6'5", just really physical. I mean just physical, can score in the lane, has quickness to play on the perimeter, really working on his perimeter skills to be able to showcase them. But we got a lot of kids. I mean I think to be honest, every kid in our program can play for a college
Play somewhere.
what
That's
level
right.
they're at. And
Yeah.
and one thing about the kids that I got the opportunity to coach, they ain't worried about levels like that. I mean, because
Okay.
to me, in this day and age, it really ain't about the levels. Because once you get
It
in,
don't matter,
you move up.
coach. They don't
You
matter.
move up,
Don't matter
yeah.
no more.
And so if you Division One, then go play in the NAIA and then move. They'll come
There
find
you
you.
go.
They'll
There you
come
go.
find you. So ain't no excuses anymore. So go where they want you, go showcase what you can do, and then they'll come find you. They'll come find you. So I mean, we got about 12 or 13 kids that I feel like at the end of the day, they're gonna play college basketball. I mean, Braylon Turner Somerville was a senior for us, played a little bit during the year, didn't play. One of those kids that played 32 minutes at the end of the year. Uh, he's shooting it really well, really working on his game. I think he's gonna have an opportunity to play for somebody next year. And if you done your research about Summit High School, we put some kids in college in the last 4 or 5 years. And we started looking at what those kids have done in college. We got freshman of the year. We got all conference. I mean, just because those kids go, they play in their level, they don't complain about the level. They're ready to handle adversity and they can play. So I mean,
Hmm.
I say we're a hidden gem. If you want kids that are ready to play right now, uh, come see us. Come see
Oh
us.
yeah.
Because those kids are gonna be ready to play right now.
Oh yeah. Oh
If
yeah.
you need them to.
Hey, and I'm tell folks, man, you tell coach, man, I think that's the reason why coach, uh the chemistry on gender do so well that we know, hey, we 100 with each other. I can tell you, man, that seriously, I go out every year, cover the tournament in Mansfield every year, get a chance to see Coach P's players play. He's not lying. They gonna play hard. They're gonna defend. They're gonna have a high IQ, and like you said, they can play. They know
Mhm.
they know they can play. But the thing is that his kids, they're about team. They're about team. Like he has kids that go play probably other schools and probably average 25 points a game, whatever the case may be. But he has guys in his program, in his culture, it's about we, not about me. So
Mhm.
everybody is playing a role. So you got kids, to be honest, coach, like when I was coaching college, that you get that you didn't know was that good or could do certain things because when you were recruiting them or what have you, evaluating them, you didn't see them do that because they didn't have to do that, play that role or do that for the particular team because coach, you may already have a guy that does that or whatever, so you need him to do something else. So that's the type of guys, college coaches that he has at Summit High School. And so definitely, man, do yourself a service and get your butt in the gym, man, and check those guys out. I don't stir you wrong here at TaylorMade Hoops. But coach, before we go, man, uh, love having you on, coach, man. To be honest, man, it's been one of my best interviews I've had, coach. Seriously, uh, two things I always do. First thing, coach, go ahead and let everybody know how they get in touch with your team if they want to follow your team on social media, and how they also may be able to get in contact with you, social media or any contact information you want to give out, coach.
Yeah, I mean, you can get in touch with me on Instagram at Coach Prichett or JU the basketball on Twitter. Uh, I mean, look us up, Mansfield Summit 1071, Turner Warnell Road. College coaches are welcome anytime. Anybody's welcome anytime. I mean, I'm an open book. I mean, I love to talk basketball. I mean, I love for people to come in and tell me what they see, so I can get better. Our kids love to get better and definitely just see a different perspective of basketball. I mean, I'm a lifelong learner when it comes to this basketball thing. I don't know everything. Don't think I know everything, and I want to learn every single day. So when coaches are in the gym, I love it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, coach, before we go, man, got to go ahead and ask this, coach, man. Hopefully, you've been checking out the show, man. Uh, Go ahead and let everybody know, coach, who had the great pleasure of interviewing today, coach. Who you rocking with, coach?
Yeah, I'm rocking with you, Edmund Taylor, TaylorMade Hoops. I appreciate you. Thanks you for having me on and supporting that Summit community, and go Jags.
Oh yeah, go Jags, coach. Hey, coach, coach, man, I'll be checking out some of the players, man. This summer in the AAU, definitely come check you out during the season, coach, man. I appreciate you, coach. Respect what you do, man. Hey, like you say, your teams do one thing about them, coach: win, lose, or draw. You said it right, coach. You come in there playing, you gonna get your butt blew out if you don't play hard, because someone's gonna play hard, baby. Y'all gonna play hard, coach.
That's our
But
goal.
Coach Speed, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. And like I said, man, hopefully one day, man, we out and about or whatever, Coach, man. We can kind of hang out and chop it up in person, Coach, man. I really appreciate your time, Coach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. For sure.
All right, take care, Coach. Thank
All
you,
right, you
man.
too. Have a good evening.
Yes, sir.